You get stale.
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
You forget about things like stale.
Popcorn.
Popcorn, stale popcorn.
Popcorn.
This is the
Stale popcorn.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Stale Popcorn Podcast. I'm Steven, and with me as always is my co-host Chris. Chris, I'm not going to ask you how you are because we already went through pleasantries, and it feels disingenuous to repeat that authentic exchange we had. So
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
we're going to be talking movie news and movies and such. There's timestamps below if you want to take a jump, skip around. And Chris, do you mind if I start the news like you would treat a dog, as in kicking it off?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
F1, the movie, has crossed 400.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dog here.
Oh, fair enough. Yep.
You're going to F1.
Yeah.
Sirius Black style. You think he ever got down and dirty while he was...
There's no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind, Christopher. Anyway, sorry. Got to regroup after that. F1, the movie, has crossed 400 million at the global box office and is the highest grossing original film of 2025. Says the film starring Benjamin Pitt has grossed 400.2 million, making it the 9th highest grossing film of the year. So,
nice.
Yeah, good job. It was the most expensive movie, one I ever made, probably.
Well, good for them. I liked it.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
If you haven't seen it, go take your dad to it. It's a good dad, father-son flick. Yeah. Chris, I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
How much would you pay to see the Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey?
Like $5?
$5. A normal amount, would you say? You know, so safe to say.
Sure.
Well, big news here. The Odyssey has not hit theaters. It's set to come July 17, 2026, but that hasn't stopped fans from breaking the internet a full year in advance. Advance tickets went on sale at midnight on Thursday and sold like hotcakes. Within a few hours, the majority of IMAX showtimes were snatched up, sending shockwaves through the box office. But we know how hype comes with chaos. In an unexpected twist, Christopher Nolan is now being accused of indirectly fueling a black market for tickets. eBay listings for the Odyssey popped up almost instantly, with scalpers charging hundreds, if not thousands, for opening weekend seats. So people be hustling, scalping them tickets, Native American style, for hundreds. I saw up to $1,000 per ticket.
I don't think there's any movie ever that I would even pay the extra like $3 surcharge. You know what I mean?
I purposely don't go buy movies tickets online. I just go to because it's like a $3 extra, right?
Yeah, I know.
Give me a break. Glenn's Corner, where I'm sitting in the corner looking at nothing but a picture of Glenn. Netflix's legal drama starring Glenn Powell, Everything We Know So Far About Monsanto, says Glenn Powell, Anthony Mackie, and Laura Dern will star in Netflix's legal drama. Filming has yet to begin about the underdog story, but we expect production to start sometime this year. Based on a true story co-directed and written by John Lee Hancock from The Blind Side. You remember the movie The Blind Side, Christopher?
Of course. Strong side.
That's not it, but
Okay, left side.
almost.
That's the one where she says, "What kind of pie do you like, radio?" Both.
You're getting your football.
Is that the one
movies
where he
really
says,
mixed up.
"Hot doggo"? You got hot doggo.
You got-
What others? Is that the one where he goes, "My mama say that the alligators have all them teeth and no toothbrush."
I'm surprised you know all these football movies, honestly. No, though, Christopher,
Yeah,
you're wrong.
no?
You're
Or-
wrong.
Okay.
Or should I say yes and good try? Based on a real-life legal case about chemical giant Monsanto and groundskeeper Dwayne Johnson, not to be confused with Dwayne Johnson. Look forward to that, I guess. Anthony Mackie, Laura Dern, and our boy Glenn. Legal drama.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah.
Glenn
Cool
and
for
whatever
Glenn.
you said there. Good for him.
Mhm.
Football, or no, it's not a football movie. Blindside. Director of The Blind Side.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be football references in there. You want to bet on it?
Sure.
I bet you $10. There's going to be
I
some
mean,
sort
has
of...
he not done anything since? He's just like, I'm all about football and
I'll only
court
do this
dramas.
movie if there's an inkling of football mentions in there.
I wonder who the football player is. Maybe it's going to be a Chad Powers crossover.
Wouldn't that be something to behold?
Maybe he's going to jail for fraud,
Mm.
being a con man, sneaking into college.
Mm-hmm.
That could be fun.
That would be fun, yeah. Chris, follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
You been watching anything lately?
I haven't seen any flicks, but we did watch the first episode of Smallville.
Oh, really?
Just because we were in the Superman mood and we were talking about Smallville last week and we saw it was on Hulu, so we popped that first episode on and
Does it hold out?
honestly, it's not bad.
Oh, okay.
The CGI is bad,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's 2001, but overall, like the effects look pretty good, but like besides the CGI, because the first episode, there's like a good 8-car like explosions, doors getting ripped off. It looks better than most movies today, honestly. So if you look past the comets flying through the sky, and even that looks about as good as some of these Netflix films.
Yeah.
I think we'll see how long we go on this, but I was like, it's kind of fun. He does look like a 25-year-old man, but he's like a sophomore in high school, and you look past that, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Maybe I'll give it a shot to see if the wife likes it as well.
I guess I'm just in the Superman mood here, but plus it's got a killer soundtrack, let me tell you. They just, I don't know what happened, where they just like stopped playing music in shows, but this one, they got Papa Roach, we got Lifehouse, we got, that iconic theme song, of course, but...
You think maybe the rights got too expensive nowadays?
Probably so.
No, that's good. We gotten a lot of comments on our Superman shorts in YouTube. I could help but notice you didn't mention Michael Rosenbaum's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think he's the best. Better than Jesse.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's not
Probably better than Nick.
Oh, I'll have to watch it then. I really like Nick.
When I was making the video last week for the Superman and I was trying to pull a clip from Smallville, I just wanted to pull the theme, just because I sang it. But then I just clicked on a random episode, and it's when he gets his eye powers, his like heat eyes. Do you want to take a guess at how he gets these powers, Steve? I don't know if it's comic accurate.
I mean, his name's Tom, so is he peeping?
Well... Kind of, actually. He basically, I don't know the context. I just clicked on the random, but he's like sitting in class. They got a hot substitute, and the AC's not working. So I guess she's just wearing like a very provocative, like short dress, showing a lot of clavage here. People are sweating. It's hot, so you can do it.
Yeah.
He's peeping. He's Tomming. He's staring at her.
Living up to the name, yeah.
It shows like a top down here where it's like it shows him staring at her face, going down to her chest and stomach, and then it goes down to her feet. She sees him and she's like, oh, watch the movie. And they're also watching like a Animal Planet sex ed class or something, that he looks at the TV and then his eyes just shoot these fire things and it catches the classroom on fire. And I was like, I guess I forgot this. Didn't remember that, but I'm like, yeah, all right.
So we know
we're really doing this.
We know what the writers are into.
Yeah, that was like, eesh, this show is crazy.
Did nobody see the beams coming out of his sockets, or?
I don't know. And now I guess I gotta watch it to figure out, because I assume this is when he first gets it. But I'm like, you're in high school, man. Are you saying, is this like an every time occurrence? If you get excited here, you just start shooting flame.
The roof repair in his bedroom alone. Just
no. And then also, he's like in high school. Like, so this is the first time he's a late bloomer here.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And then also another thing about the show, not to spoil too much here, but it's all first episode. He lives in a barn and he's got a telescope and he just creeps. He is a real peeping Tom, and he just watches Lana from across the farm, I guess. She lives somewhat close and he can just stare at her through the telescope.
Because that's all telescopes are used for in TVs and movie shows.
Basically.
Goodness.
Well, all right.
Well, now I got to check it out.
Go see it. We could watch it. I think it's kind of fun so far. I mean, I've watched one episode, but, and I remember watching this as a kid. I think I might have just been a dumb kid, because I remember vividly as a kid, we watched like a few seasons and I'm like, this show is kind of just like plagiarizing Superman, don't you think? Like, to me, I'm like, because no one was like calling him Superman. He's not like wearing a cape. And I was All right.
Because in your
This
mind,
is a little on
the
the
title
nose.
Smallville has nothing to do with the word Superman.
Exactly.
So yeah, just where's the copyright on this? Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, they call him Clark, I guess, but like I guess somehow I just never put two and two together. And I just remember like talking to my mom because we'd watch it. Doesn't this kind of remind you of Superman? And she just like
Gives you a slow turn, like, what have I raised you?
just like what a this isn't funny.
Chris,
all right? What are you doing?
what would
here?
you say that for? Lane's person's name is Clark Kent? Lana Lane, I guess that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's Lana, and then shortly after, she was like, "All right, you need to start like reading books or something here, buddy."
Reading something, even if it's comic books, get something.
I do actually remember she was like, she made me read books before I could watch the episodes. After a while, like maybe that was why she was like, "I think he's not all there."
Gotta make
man.
sure he's all there.
You watch anything, Steve?
Oh, jeez. No, just been kicking it old school. You know, I watch YouTube shorts of TV programs bit by bit. Been watching bits of This Is Us on YouTube shorts.
Oh yeah,
That's my new algorithm, just inundated with random clips, no context of the most dramatic moments. But I tell you what I have been watching. You want to dive in? So Chris and I had some discussions. Last week we were like, okay, do we talk about Eddington, the new A24 movie? And we looked at ourselves as honest men and we're like, I don't know if I want to watch 2.5 hours of Pedro Pascal fighting Joaquin Phoenix during COVID or whatever that movie's about.
sure.
So we're like, no, maybe not Eddington. You know, you mentioned it. I thought it was a movie about Paddington's less successful little brother
I
or
would have
something.
watched that.
Oh, yeah.
It could have been his great
Grandson or something. Yeah. But we decided to watch I Know What You Did Last Summer. Not to be confused with I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Or I still know what you did last summer. Or there's another one. It's like I actually know.
Yeah.
I really know what you did.
Underlined
I think I made three.
Phonetically, you have to say it. I know what you did last summer. I think that should be the new title, you know, the new sequels, the emphasis on each different word. Then they can get seven, you know. I know what you did last summer.
Oh, it's true.
I know what
It's like
you
that.
did last summer.
It's that Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
He says the word hunting correctly, but I know that he should have known that word 2 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, check out our Unhinged reviews for that one, that reference. Anyway, we're going to be talking I Know What You Did Last Summer, the 2025 version. We're going to be going over some basic plot details, no spoilers here, and then we'll let you know when we get into the nitty-gritty of it. Yeah, let's dive into some of the main plot details and give our ratings and recommendations. How does that sound?
Sure. Yeah, the kids, they do something.
They do something.
And then the next summer, someone knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know who knows. They don't know who knows.
They know that somebody knows that they know that somebody else knows how come they did, what was they done, how come it was the summer that it was before.
The villain, he has no body, he has no nose. Nobody knows.
Oh, ooh. Very good. That's the summary of it.
Yeah.
Some people
It's
die,
a
some people don't
horror
die.
Flick.
Slasher.
He's got a hook.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes
And
he has a
wears
spear
trench
gun.
coat, but it could be a he or a she. Yeah, he's got a spear gun thing.
Correction, Chris. He has a slicker, a fisherman slicker.
Okay, careful. I didn't know we're throwing out those kind of words here.
That's their terms. I'm using their words here. Would you recommend this? What'd you think of it? And have you seen the 1997 version of this?
I seen the 1997 version.
Then I got questions.
I saw it this last week, actually, to prepare for it.
Okay.
Because I had never seen it.
Nice.
Did I like this one? No, not really. I didn't really care for it. I didn't really care for the other one either, to be honest. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I'll go into more specifics in the spoilers, but it's kind of predictable. I don't really care for the villain, and maybe I'm just burned out here. All these horror films are kind of merging together for me, and nothing about it really stands out, I guess. Not the worst film, but you're kind of running the muck legacy sequel, not one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Not a Twisters
Not a
or
Top
a Top
Gun,
Gun or even
Fury
like a
Road,
Mad Max or anything. It's more of a Independence Day resurgence, if you know what I mean.
That's a good way of putting it, Chris. Yeah. It's on that tier. What rating would you give it?
4 out of 10.
Okay. Very nice. I haven't seen any of the summer movies. any of the I Know What You Did Last Summer movies. And I went in blind because I was like, a good movie should be able to stand on its own. You know, a good legacy sequel, Top Gun, Mad Max, etc. This one doesn't stand at all. It's in underground, Christopher. It's never going to get up from its gross.
It's mounted.
Yes. I'd give it a 4.5 out of 10.
Oh, good for you.
I'm not even a fan of this genre, and I'm sick of seeing these kind of movies. The kind of whodunit slasher. I'm sick of them.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're a big fan of the franchise, you might like this, but also maybe not. It's shoehorns a lot of the old characters in a weird way. You could skip this one. Just skip it. Skip it, save your money for next week, I guess.
Should we spoil?
Let's spoil it, Chris. All right, I got a question for you. When did you first think to yourself, this sucks? And how many times did you say to yourself, this sucks?
Probably maybe even before, but at least by the time they're parked on the side of the road watching fireworks and the guy's just like standing in the road and he's like, man versus car, who's gonna win? I'm like, oh God, come on.
Yeah, it tries to capture the feel of the 90s, you know, and that everyone's kind of goofy like that, but it doesn't do it well at all because some of the characterization of these people are so embedded in nowadays. Like there's a girl character who's like, I need to talk about my chakra or my voodoo mentor. That very much dates it. It's like, this is dumb. It doesn't work. The first time I thought this sucks is actually when they're in the first store. The brown-haired one with the podcast girl and the guys coming after her. I think that's the first time I was like, this sucks, right? Like, because
when the doors are locked and they can't get out for some reason.
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, just go back the way you came, maybe.
Well, I guess the killer snuck in and locked it somehow.
I mean, I'm no meteorologist, but they got a lot of blunt objects that could break windows. Just throwing some
It'd be
ideas out
disrespectful to break what's not yours, Steve.
there. You're right. You're right. If I'm ever being run down and chased, heaven forbid I need to break a few windows to save my life. You go to these movies for the various kinds of killings. And I feel like even this one, I was like, this isn't unique. It's not fun. It's not like anything, really. There's nothing to write home about.
Yeah. There's like, 5 people that die, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And none of them are like exciting.
You know right from the jump who's going to die because they introduce these characters like, okay, this person's a caricature. That one podcast girl, like, she's going to die for definite. And then the misdirect.
Obviously, the priest guy is going to die.
Yeah. And not to toot my own horn, but it was very obvious who the perpetrator was. Because it's like, the 5 of them let this person die, basically. And there's really only one person who's like, hey, we should really do something. And the other's like, nah, that's fine. They're fine. And so who could it be? You got a 20% chance of who it could be. Turns out the crazy Stevie lady who looks like she could kill someone is the killer.
Chakra.
Oh, yes. They bring back bloody Ghost Whisperer and Fred from Scooby-Doo. And
I didn't recognize him at first.
Yeah.
I knew, he looks good.
They all look good.
I guess I haven't seen him in years, but I was like, is that him?
And I think he probably had the most fun of all the legacy characters because plot twist, he is one of the killers.
Yep, he is.
Yeah.
One of 2.
His whole thing. So you got Stevie and that Freddie Prinze Jr. They want to exact revenge because these guys let that other guy die. And for some reason, Freddie Prinze Jr. is really hung up on the town wanting to forget the murders. And so he himself commits murders to...
Do you want to know what happens in the first one,
Yes,
Steve?
please. That's what I was
since
going
you
to
haven't
ask.
seen it?
Yes. Thank you.
Same exact thing. Instead, this time they're driving on 4th of July and they hit someone on the road. They think he's dead and they're like, oh dear, had alcohol in the car. They don't want to get busted. They're just about to graduate high school. They got the whole lives ahead of them. So then they go try and toss the body in the lake here. But as they're putting the guy in the water, he comes alive and they like punch him or whatever. And he goes down there and then he ends up pulling, I think, a girl's necklace off or something. And then the boyfriend jumps in the water and gets it off him. So it's like, it's pretty clear he's alive. But they just like don't react at all, as if like they're all right, whatever. And then they go for a year, come back a year. There's a letter. Someone gets a letter. I know what you did. And then the whole time, who's it gonna be? And then like, oh, did the same thing with the hook and the slicka.
Yeah.
It was very similar to that. Obviously, they bring back 2 of the characters. They even bring back Michelle Gellar.
Yep.
They're really go for it. And this part seemed a little on the nose at the end. They're like, no one cares about nostalgia. And
then why are you doing this?
yeah, the whole time we're like, yes. Stop it.
Yeah.
Do you know who the writer for this is? What else they wrote?
Ah, jeez. My first thought was Morbius for some reason.
Thor, Love, and Thunder.
Ugh. Yeah, that checks out.
So yeah, some of my cons for this. No one asked for it, I don't think. Let me know if anyone did. There's a part where first find out and they go to Freddie Prinze and they're like, what are we going to do? And then the rich guy's like, why don't we just go on my boat and leave? And then Freddie Prinze is like,
what are you, crazy?
Yeah, don't do that for reasons I won't say.
Yeah.
That's
They're
what he
no,
says.
No. You tell me the reasons, because that sounds like the most logical thing to do right now.
He
Freddie's
just
like,
says
please,
for
please, just
reasons
don't.
I won't say. And I'm like,
Because the movie will stop here if you do that.
Which I get, like he's the villain or whatever you find out, but still, I'm like, no one's gonna push back on this. And then at the end, they decide to. I've never really been a legacy sequel guy. I feel like it's a lot easier to miss than to hit.
Yeah.
This obviously is a miss here. The villain doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
Fisherman in a coat with a hook. And his little spear gun.
Yeah. Because it's hard to dress up in Halloween with that thing, too.
That's true.
It's all about.
I've never seen anyone dress up like that. Maybe they did in the late 90s. And they how many times are they going to say 97? I'm like, all right, we get it.
If you didn't know, it happened in 1997. Yeah. They let you know.
You watch Boy Meets World, right?
Oh, avidly, Christopher.
Do you remember that episode where they do the horror episode and Michelle Gellar, or not Michelle, Jennifer Love Hewitt shows up? That was better than instead. That was about the extent I remembered about this movie as a kid, because I think she was in it around the time that movie came out.
Yeah.
So that was why she was kind of famous in the horror. I was like, oh, that was my favorite episode. And I was actually watching The Bachelor. I don't know if you've been watching Bachelor in Paradise.
I've seen some recap videos, yeah.
They did a promo for this movie as part of that last episode, and they did a little skit where they're picking with the ice, with the hook and all that. So, I mean, good for their marketing, I guess.
Yeah, actually, to speak to that, they tried to do some organic viral stuff where they made it look like a news report. Like a mysterious man with a hook has been roaming around New York City, and immediately everyone was like, "Oh, that's for the movie nobody asked for, right?"
For the movie, yeah, okay.
Because it's not like a dude with a knife; it's a very specific looking character.
Yeah. Man with a hook and a slicker walking around. Everyone's like, "What's a slicker?"
Is this a setup for a bit?
Yeah, what?
A man with a hook and a slicker walking to a bar.
I think the best scene probably from the movie is when he first shows up and it's the fiance while she's taking a bath and he's just getting wrecked by the spear gun and all that. I feel like that was the most, would have been the most tension, fun scene. But in the trailer, it literally shows,
the whole
I don't know if
thing.
you've seen the trailer, but it shows that whole scene as a trailer where I'm like, well, I already know he's gonna get shot here.
Yeah.
She's gonna be in the bath the whole time. Obviously she's not gonna die this soon, so kind of a waste if you ask me.
Yeah.
How about you got any other cons?
I didn't fully understand the post-credit scene, and that's why I got you here, buddy. So
I'm guessing it's the sequel because she wasn't in the first.
She was in the
we were
second.
gonna watch the second, and then I looked it up and it got a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
But my guess is she's in the sequel because the first one ends similar to how this one ends, where the fisherman, they're on a boat and he ends up falling in the water, and the cops are like, oh, well, his body will turn up. And then she goes back to college, and then someone writes on the bloody little mirror, I know I'm still here, or something like that. And then I'm guessing the sequel is, still there chasing him.
Because in the post-credit scene, they set up a sequel. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Ghost Whisperer, goes to her old college roommate because her roommate's like, man, everyone be trying to kill this white girl, And then she comes to her door and she's like, we got work to do. I'm putting together a crew. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever they do. I don't remember.
Yeah, who we killing?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't care enough to find out,
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Fair enough.
Someone let me know in the comments so I don't have to do it myself here.
Yeah.
Also, another random thing, ex-fiance. Couple things with him. It's kind of funny. I might put this as a pro just because it was just so random, but he's on the phone with them like, I'm going to the gym. I got to get swole to fight the killer. And then he just goes in the sauna. And I'm like, all right, does that help you here? And then later, before he dies, he's like at his house and he opens the little gate thing and he walks up. And I thought it was like, is this supposed to reveal he's the villain? Because it looks like he's looking at the little slicka thing. And then they're like fighting, but it seems like he's in on it. Were you getting that vibe, or am I just dumb here?
I didn't get that vibe, but I was also slightly checked out at that point.
Yeah, to me, I was like, oh, he's walking here, and it's like it had like music, like, oh, I guess he's a villain. And then the villain's there, and like he doesn't really react like you would think.
Yeah, that's another
it's
thing.
Like a villain, you know?
There were so many times where if this guy was really after revenge, it'd be so easy to kill these people. Because they play it up for themes because it's just like, oh, there's a guy behind you. He would have killed him by now. So it's not fun. It's not fun. It's frustrating.
Also, very predictable that Freddie Prinze was in on it as well. Well, he's going up on the boat with him. Obviously, and then it's the girl and she's got the hook and you're like, all right, well, she's one of them, but like pretty clearly there's a second, because they like the very first when they're in that one building, like she's trying to knock on the door and there's a guy inside, so it wasn't like a big reveal. I feel like that they thought it would be. It's like, oh,
you know what's special about this movie is it's actually made me feel smart. I got to put my Sherlock cap
that's true
on, in that you see that the killer is taller than everyone else. So all you really got to do is, who's the first tall guy? Oh, it's Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I deduced it before the end of the movie myself.
I guess it is true to the first one, because the first one you're watching and the whole time you're like, well, it's obviously the guy that they thought they killed, that he's still alive. That's so obvious. Like, it really can't be that, right? That'd just be the dumbest thing. And then it's like, oh, it is exactly that. So I'm like, all right.
You know, it'd be funny. And I think they should bring back parody horror movies. Just have this like little person murderer. And then they have like a little person among their friend group. Like, yeah, he was 3 feet tall. And they look around. It could have been anyone,
you know? Just Warwick Davis, like, oh, who could be doing this? Oh.
You should do that. That would be great.
That would be funny. Or just have these, like, athletic, 6-foot Scandinavian women. Who could be messing with your crops here?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. You got any pros?
It was short enough. It was like an hour and a half, I guess.
It was an hour and 51 minutes, Christopher.
Was it really?
It was, yeah. And I felt
every
one of them.
Less than 2 hours. So,
yeah.
Well,
what else you got?
The main girl was kind of hot. I can't really think of anything else here. You got anything?
I got one. It was impressive just from a logistics standpoint that they got the gang back together.
What, 2 actors? Oh, I guess
4.
you got Sarah.
4. You got Sarah, you got Freddie, you got Jennifer, and you got the post-credits scene one.
Oh.
Yeah, just from like a scheduling, you know. You and I sometimes have scheduling conflicts, so that good on them that they were able to.
Yeah, you know,
I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel for pros
all of them they're so busy with movies and such these days. I see them all the time. I hadn't forgotten about them and hadn't seen them in a movie, and it's not like I haven't seen them in 10 years since their last movie, but.
You're right. They're probably waiting by the phone.
I know. Like, come on.
Please. Are you going to do it? Please. Yes. I'll do anything.
Oh, come on. I still know what you did last summer.
I can know what you did last summer, please.
Yeah, please. I'm good at keeping secrets. I mean, maybe we're haters here.
I don't think we are. Do you want to check the Rotten Tomato score? I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes all the time.
But the audience, I feel like, it's 68% audience.
Let's bump that up one more number.
We're haters. Yeah. That's true. 39% critic. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. If you're still listening, we got a Gmail. Email us. StalePopcornPod@gmail.com. TheStalePopcornPod@gmail.com. We'll read anything. And thanks to everyone who's been commenting on our YouTube channel, good and bad. We've been getting some real funny, you guys are the stupidest beings on planet Earth comments, which are always great. Maybe we'll read some next time. But
I thought of something random for that Superman that I didn't bring up. But do you remember how James Gunn kind of got in hot water, was doing an interview, and he's like, I was getting mad, but it's probably just some Indian boy, you know, commenting on it. And then like the next interview, he's like, I love India, you know, praise Allah. He's going, you know, I love all this. And then I was thinking the movie, because you're like, Superman actually saves people, and it's like, unlike Man of Steel, where everyone dies, except one person gets shot in the head in this movie. Would you guess who it was? I see what you're on to, James. You thought he was sneaky. I know what you're up to, James, here.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Not so subtle, are we, James? Huh?
Yeah, come on, James.
Well, next week we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four: The First Steps. Yeah, I think that's all we got, Christopher.
Follow us on Instagram and Snapchat and Gmail.
We don't have a Snapchat because we're not creepy 38-year-old men who want to spy on or have affairs.
Yeah.
Also, PSA,
right.
don't cheat on your spouse. But if you do, especially don't go to a Coldplay concert. Just throwing that out there. Not relating to anything in particular. Just
Yeah, fair
just
enough.
some sound advice my dad always
Sorry
gave
that
me.
had to happen to you. Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, thanks for listening. Have a good week.
bye.
Bye.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. This is the
Stale. Popcorn.
Popcorn.